Yo, YouTube, what it do? It's your boy Chris from BWC, and you're now boxing with Chris. Today we'll be discussing what's next for Gervonta "Tank" Davis after a knockout victory this past Saturday at the T-Mobile Arena against Ryan Garcia. Gervonta Davis moves to 29-0 with 27 wins coming by way of knockout. And one thing about me, man, I'm objective, man. I'm a big fan of Gervonta Davis, but to me, Gervonta Davis is just a star. He's not a pound-for-pound star. He's been the super champion at 130, 35, and 140. He needs real straps. So I'm going to be breaking down what are the major things that need to happen if he's not going to be fighting for straps. So one of the opponents that I have in mind that will be very good for Gervonta Davis, and both of these guys, if I'm not mistaken, are in-house at the PBC, Premier Boxing Champion Showtime, that is. He should do the rematch with Isaac Pitbull Cruz, where he broke his hand, where, it was he outclassed him, but due to Pitbull's pressure and him being a smaller man, since he's always fighting a bigger guy, people had questions about that fight. And how would it look if Gervonta Davis would have never messed up his hand in that fight? Now, a better technical fight, he's a top 5 ranked contender in every major sanctioning body. Who is that, you may ask? Frank the Ghost Martin. Frank Martin, 17-0. He's a bad dude. Same thing, in-house PBC. Frank Martin. He's a good guy, man. He's 17-0 with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. So he's not no slouch on the couch. He's got 4 stoppages in his last 5 fights. That could be a good fight for Gervonta Davis. But if we're talking strictly legacy, you just fought this past Saturday, April 22nd. Devin Haney's coming up May 20th. So if everything should go down, we should see Gervonta Davis hopefully back in the ring October, November. I think he should start activating the clauses. He will be the A side against everybody. Shakur Stevenson, even though I do pick Shakur Stevenson to beat him. He will be the A side against Devin Haney. He will be the A side against every lightweight. He's got to go for straps. Or maybe, because I got to give you a curveball here, maybe he's just into the money. Maybe he's fine with being the cash cow from 140 pounds and under, because that's what he is. From 140 pounds and under, he is the cash cow. He does record-setting gates wherever he goes. He is the face of PBC, Premier Boxing Champion Showtime. He is the face of, that network and that side of the street. But his resume is arguably questionable. I get it. Super champions make you a mandatory, but he hasn't had a real strap since he beat Pedraza. And every fighter that he has faced has gone up in weight to fight him. Leo Santa Cruz, great fighter, future Hall of Famer, has gone up in weight to fight him. Hector Luis Garcia, good fighter, but he's a 130-pounder. Rolly, not a skilled fighter. Ryan Garcia, we saw the weight stipulations. So I get it, man, but I gotta be a critic, and I gotta call it how it is. I gotta keep it 8 more than 92, because that's what we do. He's got to start getting these big fights. He's only 28 years old. Your next 3 fights, if I had to pick the next 3 fights for Gervonta Davis, if he can't get the winner of Haney Loma, fight Frank Martin or Isaac Cruz, but then you have to fight one of these guys across the street, a Shakur Stevenson, a Devin Haney. Think about it. He's the WBA mandatory. He has the WBA intern time. If he right now activates his championship mandatory clause, he will skip the line in front of everybody. So I don't see why he doesn't do it. It's time for him to make himself a pound-for-pound star instead of just a boxing star. If you watch the interview with Sean Porter called him, he's a great boxer, but he's an entertainer, because people go for the knockouts and for the charisma that he comes with, But we got to be objective here, man. He needs big fights. If you look at his resume, it's not all that. And I'm a big Tank fan, but right now that's where we stand at. And I got to be objective at all costs, because that's what I'm going to always do. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. It's your boy Chris from BWC. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button. Tune into the work if you haven't done so. And thank you for appreciating the work that we do. Thank you for always tuning in. I'm going to be back at y'all soon. Peace.